before we play a little bit of Guess the Athlete, I got one athlete for us who is set to get a big old bag, potentially.
You think you could guess it, athletes by their toes?
LeBron.
That's all I got.
The nasty, like, remember that nasty picture back in the
The
day where
rollover, dude. Yeah.
which I hope, like, and I don't care, but like for the sake of just him and just like people who got to see that in the crib, it's like I hope he had that fixed. Like
No,
maybe
he did not.
you don't think so?
No, I know it because I
Um,
watched a little bit of that Starting Five Netflix documentary.
why do you know that? I'm gonna say it.
No, I watched some of the Netflix Starting Five documentary. His toe was out. He's getting a massage. Foot,
All
toe
right,
over.
yeah, no,
Toe hang.
I don't need to see that. I'm
He
good.
should wear his socks, but I
I'm,
doubt he does.
yeah, I'm good on that. But we're talking about Tee Higgins.
Heat
Uh,
Higgins.
we're talking about Heat Higgins, Devin. He's obviously probably the most sought after. What? Help me with my grammar.
One of the most
What is it? One of the most,
one of the more sought out free agents.
one of the more sought out free
Sought
agents.
after. Sought
See, you're doing it too. Is it
sought
out or
in.
is it after or out? I don't know. Motherfuckers want him. People want him. People want Tee Higgins, Devin.
Men want to be him. Women want to.
Be with him. I guess is that the look. Let's talk about landing spots for Tee Higgins.
Yes.
I got some teams for you.
Washington.
The first team on here has the most, or if not one of the highest amounts of cap space going in the offseason, and that's the
Patriots.
New England Patriots.
Yeah.
$132 million in cap space.
I think they have the most.
The biggest thing with this is it's like you're probably getting the biggest bag with them. Now, and that's if they decide to drop that bag. I don't know if they decide to drop
Yeah, I
the
mean
bag.
they're kind of really bad, so they kind of got to get a lot of players.
Well, they got hope in May, but I look
Yeah.
at it like there's a lot of other teams we're going to talk about. So if we're talking about just who's throwing me the football, if I had to just compare to like who I'm catching balls from now, which is Joe Burrow, it's like would I take money and just catching balls from Drake May? I don't know.
I think he would.
Maybe.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Like, there's the Mike Evans, the Godwins, a few other guys. Seems like a lot of other guys are out there for a bag. And if the Cowboys didn't pay their players so outrageously good, I don't think they would all stay.
No,
like I think that's why they have to pay them so much.
I'm fully convinced the Cowboys absolutely have no interest in winning and just want to continue to raise the market for every position.
Yeah,
that's all they do.
They're just screwing every other owner for fun.
It's because they can. They just don't. They don't care. Yeah. New England, I'd say
it's a bunch of people. It's Jerry
Jones. Yeah, Jerry don't care. New England, I'd say money wise, obviously, but then you look at a team like Washington, who I think is now. They became a wide receiver destination. They became wide receiver hub.
Yeah, it's just nice. It's nice that there's going to be some people who want to play.
And why would you not? And from what I've seen, they're going to have the cap space. Why would you not want to play with Jaden Daniels? Play next to Terry. I mean, it's just. I mean, you're not just getting a bag, but you are also maybe one of the pieces that makes this offense even more lethal.
Yeah.
It's like. You are part of a very lethal offense in Cincinnati, but you could be a part of a lethal offense in Washington with an even bigger bag, opposed to New England, where maybe you win 8 games.
Yeah,
but I don't know if you might have to go to Washington with the big dogs and win yourself 12 games.
Exactly.
You might just have to go to Washington. Another team who. If I do get a chance to sit down and talk to him, I probably got to lock the door and do not let him out before before the papers are signed. And it's the Chargers.
Yes.
Because the Chargers, God, dude, if there's one team that's going to be calling for any possible trade,
they're calling for every receiver.
Tyreek
They're
Hill,
saying we will give you fucking 12 strippers in a boat.
Bills, Chiefs. It's either D-Hop or Amari Cooper's phone is going to be it's just be blowing up by the Chargers.
Like seconds after.
I mean,
Jim Harbaugh should go to that game.
Jim Harbaugh is going to be waiting for one of those receivers after
In the tunnel, yes.
Talk to you. It's absolutely going to happen. So I would say, out of all these teams that I'm gonna bring up some more, but I'd say right now, that's probably like the most in terms of like needing a receiver, can pay him, would play with a quarterback like up to par with. It's not going to a Drake May. I mean, now Burrow, Herbert, wherever you want to put the two,
Sure,
still ballpark.
Sure.
Denver, which
there would have to be a good amount of money.
I was gonna say, what I saw was they have the cap to do it, but it's kind of like like the push for him to go to Washington. It's like a mid version for Denver.
Yes.
Like you get to go with this, you can go play with this promising rookie.
Yes.
But you go in there, it's not making the offense as lethal. I think there's still a little bit more to work on with Denver. There's still a little bit more work in progress, and obviously, just in fact, in terms of just their rookie quarterback still having rookie quarterback moments.
Yeah.
I don't know if that really catches the eye. It's probably more in the Drake May area of quarterbacks I'd want to play with.
For sure.
If I'm Tee Higgins. Now you got a team who will have the cap space and their wide receiver guru of head coach, Mike Tomlin. And it's the Pittsburgh Steelers, obviously, who we know Mike Tomlin.
Do you stay in the division?
We know Mike Tomlin is staying in Pittsburgh because the Bears called and tried to make a trade for Mike Tomlin.
They did.
A couple of days ago, and the Steelers said absolutely not. It's not happening.
How's it feel for Ben Johnson?
Go wait for the damn Lions, which is kind of interesting because, it's not.
It's really not that bad, but it's whatever.
Yeah, it's like. Yeah, no, it's like, oh man, you guys wanted Mike Tomlin, and I was I was
fuck you guys, goddamn it.
It's like you can't be too mad. And also the Steelers, and I got reminded of this while doing some research for this. The Steelers had a trade for Ayuk. They were trying to make a move for. Remember when Ayuk was in talks and for every single team, and the Steelers there was a trade ready.
Damn.
And it just didn't go through. So they're obviously going to be looking for a receiver this offseason.
Yeah.
Now, in terms of dropping a bag and the bag that Tee Higgins is looking for, I'd say that's probably not going to happen.
No.
But it's definitely maybe a phone call.
For sure. Has there ever been a head coach traded?
It's a good question. Probably.
Maybe in like the 60s. Do you have the Bears on the list at all?
No, I definitely don't have the Bears on the list.
The Bears are going to be calling, but I don't think he'll go there.
I have the Rams on the list. The reason I have the Rams on the list, they will become a bigger possibility if they cannot keep Cooper Kupp. I saw that Cooper Kupp obviously said that he has a lot left.
He said it wasn't up to him.
He says he has a lot left football to play, and he would love to play in LA, but it ain't up to him, which means he's gonna be testing the water. That's what that means. I'm sorry. I don't care.
Sure.
I don't care. Because there's no way the Rams aren't like. I mean, like you can play for us if you want. Like they're obviously like we'd love to have you back, but Cooper's gonna go see. He's gonna go answer some phone calls. Maybe.
Well, yeah, and I think it's a situation where it's like if the money is really, really good somewhere else, then he might take it. But if they're offering similar things to the Rams and it's a few mil here and there, he'll probably stay. I think the Rams definitely would love to have him.
I don't think it's like I said, I don't think it's a situation where he's sitting there.
No one's like, get out of here. We got Puka. We're good.
Yeah, no, it's like we want you.
You're still good.
We still want you. And it's like you can take a back seat because Puka's balling. But if they cannot, if they can't keep him, Tee Higgins and Puka, man, you can't be mad at that.
And now, if you can't keep him and you can't get anybody else, Puka's playing well enough. He's played well enough by himself as well. Maybe they can grab just a mid-level receiver, but like a Hollywood Brown.
And then the final team, it's Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
It's Cincinnati because
Joe,
Look,
Jamar,
look. Here's the thing: if you're making less money,
a
but you
little bit. Yeah,
still have a chance to go on a Super Bowl run. Maybe you've already tasted that Super Bowl run. Like you've
exactly.
already you there's so much more that this offense can do. You might be able to risk however many millions of dollars
Yeah,
or you're still gonna get paid millions of dollars to play football.
regardless.
And you know what you can do there. You know what y'all can still do. I'm sure if they were able to keep Tee Higgins on some type of team friendly deal, obviously you're gonna pay the man, but some type of team friendly deal, they can make more additions and just get better. But I still think out of all these players we've talked about in landing spots, this might be the one that's closer to like more likely to return. Or
Yeah,
or let me say I'm like 50-50 on like wouldn't be surprised if he left, wouldn't be surprised if he stayed.
yeah,
If
but
that makes sense.
he's one of the players where it's like, no, you gotta like you have a Ferrari at home.
Yeah.
There might be a different car that you like better somewhere else, but car at home is pretty nice. You're good.
Carl Home is pretty nice. And
Like
now
you
you
have
can
one of those fridges with like a TV in it.
yeah,
You're
which
doing all right.
never really made sense to me because like.
How long you standing? And maybe it's for fatties.
Yeah, and also whenever I try to eat and watch TV, I finish before like the first commercial even
Exactly.
hits. So
I'm just scrolling through my phone.
I guess it's kind of smart because you eat quick and we're moving off topic.
Yeah.
Tee Higgins, out of all these teams though that we named, because I'm 50-50, I'll put Cincinnati as one and I'll give
Yeah.
another one and I'll say Chargers. Chargers need it the most.
Yeah.
Chargers have
Jim's got pull.
Jim's got pull. I mean,
Crazy pull.
bro, I'd rather kick it with Jim Harbaugh than fucking Zach Taylor. I'm
All
sorry.
day.
All fucking day. I'd
Yeah.
rather kick it with him than Zach Taylor. So
Yeah.
I'd say staying in Cincy if that's the moves. But if he had to go on the move, I'd say the Chargers.
Yeah. I mean, for him, yeah, I would expect him to go to. I think, yeah, if he doesn't stay, then he'll go to the Chargers. But I think for him, I think he would enjoy his time a little bit more in a place like Washington or somewhere else.
You're funny as shit, bro.
I'm just saying, it's
You're
like
funny as
I'm
shit.
just saying.
Because even if that wasn't intentional, even if that wasn't, it was like I think he'll have fun. Like teams like
I think he
Washington.
will. I think when you go to like if you stay, there's not a whole lot of pressure on you. The pressure's on Joe, it's on Zach, it's on Jamar, it's on that defense. It's not you're a number two receiver on a really good team. It's not really
Oh, for
that much.
sure. He
You
would
go
have
to the
fun.
Chargers, you're holding up a franchise. You're that dude. You gotta be that guy. You gotta be the one to catch
Absolutely.
every pass.
Absolutely.
You are the savior of this. You are the first receiver that they've had in a few years. It's pretty good. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think,
we'll see.
yeah, you're right. You're right. Chargers, you're going to have to be that dude. Denver, New England, you're not getting that great of a ball thrown to you compared to
Exactly.
some of these other teams. You're going to go through hell playing with Pittsburgh.
Fuck yeah. You're gonna turn into a
You could
crash
have
out.
some fun in Washington. You could definitely have some fun in
Or
Washington.
stay. I don't care.
Or stay. You could stay and have fun in Cincinnati. All right.
Yeah.